So what you have heard or what has been speculating, what would you have to say about the issues on ground?
See, you are a brother. You have been into football. You are playing active football before I came to Nankana. I was somewhere in Tamale.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of pictures your brother post about you when you were actively playing football. Ziggy, if you permit me to ask some few questions, is it good? Is it a bad thing for you to constitute a committee?
A committee as in?
Like the appointment committee that the ESCO members constituted.
It's part of football.
Is it a rule?
It's part of football. Before a league starts, you need to have a committee to run football for you.
You see, when it is against maybe the football rules, that is where an individual can come out and speak anyhow about the association. Because we need to read about the regulations of football. That's why I asked, because I've seen you actively playing football. Those days I came to the blog, I was watching you play. I watched you several times you play. If it is against the rules that we are not supposed to set a committee of that nature, I think now you will be perplexed.
The problem of this is that, the league started.
Yeah.
The first round ended. And the second round, first matches we played, we were to play second round of matches in the second round.
Yeah.
And that issue came up.
Wow.
So my question is, when the league started, was this committee there or not?
Ziggy,
was there a committee to appoint officials or not?
What happened was this. Let's be sincere on this, as an executive committee member here. I don't need to deceive our cherished listeners
who are football people
who have been following us in every past in the radio. Anytime we come for sports presentation here, we had this conversation several seasons ago.
Okay.
Where the executive committee members thought it wise that once we have been running football activity, and it's in the rules, it's in the regulations that we have to have those committee. So what happened is that, if you have read the regulations very well, it says that a retired referee. So executive committee members sat together. We went for a meeting. So when we came out from the meeting, we all agree that this committee must be set so that to run the activities of football in the municipality.
Yeah.
Then we came to realize that one person, Mali, who is also a retired referee, who was the chairman of the Nabrongo RAC, Referee Association of Nabrongo. He was the chairman.
Yeah, I remember.
He succeeded, Mubarak succeeded him.
Yeah.
So we came out that, then why not
just bring him back?
Just bring him to maybe, once he has the ideas when it comes to football, the experience when it comes to referee, and now he's not also participating in any of the league, Division 3 leagues or Division 2. You don't see him going around to officiate.
Because he has retired.
He has retired. You don't see him going around. So once the regulation is very clear that he fits as an executive committee member, it is our right to do that.
Okay.
See, it's just like the Bine Radio here. I don't know, DJ Scalo, he's a manager. He works here. So if the manager of the company decides to bring you, it is their right. They want Ziggy to run the sports program for the radio association, what we call the sports updates.
Yeah.
It is their mandate to do that. They decided that they would do that. So we sat and we discussed all these things and said, okay, once we are all human beings, we are working together as individuals, as committee, or as a group. Why don't we? Maybe we'll get involved to the referees association. Maybe we just to give them that benefit of that. Once we are all working together, we are all stakeholders within ourselves. Then we did approach, and the issue of Mali came inside. Then ESCO once again, when we approached the referees association, it is not a necessity that we have to approach.
It is not your right to approach.
Yes, we are supposed to come up with it.
A must.
It is not a must.
Or to discuss with them.
Yes, it's just being we are
working together.
We are working together.
That kind of respect.
That kind of respect to have to be given to them. So we decided, we discussed with them, and they said they were not in line with Mali.
That appointment.
Okay. Then executive committee members, we didn't want to have issue. We went back to an executive committee meeting.
That was before the league started, or
Yes, not even previously, before other seasons.
Okay, seasons ago.
Seasons ago.
Okay.
Not even that.
Okay.
Then, as executive committee members, we went back and had our big meeting. Then we said that the chairman of the association should take lead, maybe to go with the referees to see what is the problem between
they and
their former chair, the one who has run, the former chairman of the association. Then the chairman took the mandate and did all the investigation. Maybe he went to them and communicated. They were saying they don't have issues. Per report that
you have gathered.
Yeah, per report the executive committee received from the chairman of the association. Okay. You know, we went for executive council meeting. So when we went for the meeting, chairman was supposed to lead that committee. Okay. So you come out with the findings and see how possible we can solve this. So when he went and came back, he said he has done everything. They said when the issues were there and he asked for the issues, they were saying it doesn't come for training or something like that. Then he said, okay, then we have to go back and
and as at that time, he was still an active.
No, he wasn't active again because when after handing over, it's like he wasn't coming to this. And we, as executive committee members, we said that, Ziggy, you are doing football today. Today, when if you leave football, opportunity comes for people to maybe to take somebody who has gotten experience in it. Do we say we will leave you, or we will leave? Maybe once there's a conflict between, we don't know the issue. Well, if it has to do with football, we don't have problem. If it has to do with your what do you call it, the association, we don't have problem. Maybe it is personal fine.
It's personal.
Then we did all the finding. When we sent our chairman of the association, then he did recently. Then this season came when we went for Congress. All the Division 3 clubs were fully represented.
Okay.
Then then the executive committee members said that this year, 2024-2025 season, we need to have a referees appointment committee.
Okay.
So that he would be in charge of everything maybe concerning referees. Then the first matches they started
without appointment
committee.
So who was now doing the appointment for those matches?
Yeah, we per what was given to the ESCO, referees were doing it. They themselves were doing it.
Okay.
Which is not.
Was it right for they themselves to
No, it's not right.
So you as a DFA, then why don't you wait until you have this appointment committee in place before the league starts to avoid all this that has happened now?
You see, what happened is that, I told you about the problem.
But is it that he is the only viable candidate fit for that position? There's no other option. There's nobody who can play that role apart from him.
I have not gathered eyes on somebody like that.
So now that the people are not comfortable with that appointment.
Okay. You are a football administrator. You are part of Afeni FC. When we say this, you see, the people, we are not in a banter. We are not in a banter.
No, we want to make issues clear for people who like the game, people who are listening to us. That is why I want us to clarify these things.
You see, that's why I want to take it step by step, so that we are even, maybe the chairman is on.
Yeah, we are live on Facebook.
Yeah, we can even call the chairman.
We are live on Facebook.
Yeah, I know mostly when there are issues, you often want to get things done in the right way. The chairman who was the mediator, he was within them to come up with a conclusion. So what happened is that the executive committee, one we received from chairman again when we sent, when chairman called the referees, he wanted them to have a meeting.
Okay.
So that they will all discuss what is the issue
at ground
that this man is having with you.
Okay.
Because what happened is that recently I went to their party. Referees organized a party.
End of year
party. That same person was part of the organization. He was part of the party. We all ate, drank. He was part. That same person was part. So what is the issue? Then the executive committee, we became so perplexed. We're confused. When the issue of saying they don't want him.
My problem here is that since you propose to the club's administrators that you have to have an appointment committee and somebody to appoint referees, I think they all agreed.
They are not.
No, when you brought that idea, they agreed.
Oh, even class. I said yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. They agreed.
Yeah, class don't have problem.
So why don't you then appoint these people in place before the league starts?
See, that's what I'm telling you. That there is a problem. If you don't get the problem done, we allow even the last before the second round of matches.
So when the first round of matches,
the letter of the committee, I have evidence of that. The letter of the committee that came out. Initially, when the committee came out, referees were not supposed to give the names of referees who are doing what, who are officiating. Then that issue became a big problem again.
So in your district or in your municipality, do you have a rack?
Yeah, we have Navrongo rack.
You have Navrongo rack.
Yes. Chaired by Mubarak.
Which he is also part of the West.
He's part of the West Arson.
I mean the Kasena Nankana West. Is he not also in charge of
when I started football, when we talk of rack, I only know of Navrongo. I don't know Paka of rack.
No, I'm not saying Paka has a rack. Paka has no rack.
Okay.
I know Navrongo has, and then Sandema also have a rack.
Yes.
But Paka have DFA. Why Sandema doesn't have DFA?
Yes, that one there is true. So see, what happened is that then the ESCO, when we met, chairman called a meeting for the referees association and that of the person in question.
So if I'm coming, before you continue, you said Mubarak was the chairman of the RAC.
Mubarak, he is
as currently.
Yeah.
So why don't he automatically becomes the appointment committee for referees? But you want a different face.
That one is left onto the ESCO executive committee members, council members.
For us to solve all these issues.
That's what I'm saying. It is left onto executive committee members.
Because if he is the chairman